Move over, Swanson. I'm driving.
Wow!
Hey, Smails! My thing is bigger than your whole boat.
Welcome back to the Caddyshack Minute. This is the podcast where we, okay, forget it. I don't like that.
What's going on right now?
This is the podcast where we analyze, traumatize, and monopolize the movie Caddyshack 1 minute at a time. Right?
Clean, sterilized, and disinfected.
Right?
And buff with a fine chamois.
Yeah.
Why is Mike driving the bus?
There is no bus. I just did it. I'm sorry.
You know, if the guy driving the bus says to you there is no bus, that's scary.
That's right.
Right.
That's not the time you want to get metaphysical.
Yeah, we're just sitting in the air. We're sitting
That's
in
right.
in Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Yeah, we just went off the cliff, but we haven't yet realized that there's nothing under us.
I'm
Just
sorry.
gonna shut
I'm
the door
sorry.
here.
No,
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
Mike, don't do
sorry.
this to yourself. I think you did a fantastic job
No, I didn't.
introducing the show. That was beautiful.
But I'm worried about losing momentum. Okay, so let's keep it going.
But I
Mike,
called-
you were
I
saying,
made a
welcome
mistake.
to
I
the
made a
Crappy
mistake.
Shack Minute.
Yeah, I made a mistake and said Crappy Shack. It was.
Oh, that's an innocent mistake. A lot of people get those two confused.
And a lot of people could take that as just fun. You're having fun.
Right.
Called it Crappy Shack instead of Caddyshack.
I tried to do a little elegant Elliot often in there too.
Right.
I couldn't get it in.
Yeah,
I know some people
I think it's
appreciated
nice to have
that.
some levity in the show, you know, given
Yeah.
the way that Tom does it often with a very solemn kind of dour feeling.
Yeah. It's
Run
like a dirt.
Diseased,
sad
traumatized,
sack. Okay,
traumatized.
Mike, do you
diseased.
have the bookends, or can Tom give us the
Tom's
bookends?
good. This is a disaster. Let Tom
Fucking
do the
massive.
bookends.
If I may, I can step in. I'm prepared with the bookends.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait, but you also didn't introduce. You want to introduce us, Mike?
No, because I stopped. I failed.
Oh, you
God,
okay?
this
So
is a
you
fucking-
know what? Everyone
Let the-
take a deep breath. I'm
let
going to
the
pick it
plumber
up from
fix
here.
the toilet.
Okay, here I am, the plumber, the fixer, the cleaner. I'm Tom Taylor. That's all I can say. You've just heard from the fantastic Mike DiMaria.
Yeah. Thanks
Say
for the
hello.
dope. Thanks for the dope.
And we're also here with the equally fantastic Dan Lewis.
Pool, pond would be good for you.
Pond would be good for you.
Pond is good for me.
And as Mike said, this is minute 80 of Caddyshack that we're going to talk about today.
I didn't say the minute.
You didn't? Okay, well, hey, listen. I did. We're all a team. So if I say it, we all say it. And if I don't say it, you know, none of us says it. Nobody knows it. But I am saying it. I'm saying that it begins with Carl saying that Ty can get weird with him anytime he wants and ends with Judge Smails telling Ty this is a golf course.
Yeah.
So this is this is one of those minutes that starts in one place and ends in a very different place. And I have feelings about that. We can get there.
Do you want to
Right.
express them, or do you have to wait till you get to a certain point?
Well, if we want to be chronological about it, I could wait. But if we don't care, I'll just say I think the Caddyshack is at its best in the daytime.
Is this some sort of analyzing the? You did some reflection, Tom. Is that what you're saying?
I did. Well, I was analyzing my feelings. You know, it cuts right from Carl and Ty in Carl's place, where we've been for, it feels like about a month now. I'm not complaining. It's a good scene. But as soon as we get to Smails and Beeper and Lou Loomis and everybody on a brightly lit green golf course with a blue sky surrounded by trees, and Al Czervik's driving up the lane, I'm like, oh my God, I'm watching Caddyshack. I'm having the time of my life. This is fantastic.
This is a very good point, I think, because and it's just simple math. I don't think it's when you look at the percentage of scenes that are good. So you think about the nighttime scenes. You think about the extended marathon of being at Ty Webb's house. Mm-hmm. You think about.
But then you also have the so
dinner
what?
is
So
very
let's
nice.
so what? So let's dance. That's at night.
Yeah,
that's a very notable exception. But
Well,
I
not
will
so
say
what, so
that-
let's dance, but I know what the Ringo gets some
Oh,
lessons.
yeah.
that
I'm
dance.
sorry. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Maggie. Oh yeah, that's what I took Mike to mean also. And Maggie, dancing around on the 18th hole. There's a lot
Flitting.
of weird nonsense at night. There's a lot of. Now, does day for night count as well in this calculation?
I think it has to. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And but there's a lot of good stuff at night. The whole dinner scene, of course, is great. But I, just being on the golf course in the daytime, in the summertime is Caddyshack to me. That's great.
Yeah, I got to agree here.
Yeah.
100%.
That doesn't mean we don't need to talk about Ty and Carl first, if we want to.
Well, let's. We've been on this for a little while now, obviously. It's not carried on, I'd say, too much, but I'm ready to be out of here.
Sure.
And
we almost are.
I do like many of the lines from this scene, I have to say.
Me too.
This was quickly written, possibly improvised, possibly both. And there's a lot of really good stuff and a lot of really good sort of reactions, sort of like little tiny little nuanced things that they do comedically that I like. And I have used the phrase "thanks for the dope" many times in my life.
Yeah.
Because I love that casual thank you for the dope.
Yeah.
I'm going to start using that, and Mike, you mentioned that earlier too. Thanks for the dope. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember when we had a conversation way at the beginning of this thing when we were talking about nobody says grass anymore. It's always just like pot or marijuana or something. Do we mention dope? No,
because that's the one that's what your mother says, like when he's taking dope.
He's on dope.
He's smoking dope.
Don't
you
get
kids on dope.
But my mom always meant it to be like heroin.
Yeah, that's the problem with dope.
Like the harder stuff.
There could be no mistaking grass or ganja or whatever, but dope is often, probably even more often referred to. I was just reading the book "Please Kill Me" by Legs McNeil about the history of punk. Really one of the finest books out there.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Everyone's on dope, and not one of them means grass. I mean, those people.
No, it's all
eat
heroin
grass for breakfast.
Yeah.
I can't decide if that's always been my understanding of that word or not. Or if
dope
I'm just
is
hearing
always...
Ty say it now, I thought, oh yeah, grass, pot.
That's
okay.
part of the reason that's a funny line, though, to me. To not, that's why I've kind of used it before, because it sounds so ridiculous, because it seems so druggy, but it really is just. So you're very cash, Tom. At some point, you're going to have to partake, and then
I guess
after you do so,
yeah.
Well, anyway, thanks for the dope. You really have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really use that line until I've actually thanked someone for the dope.
Yeah, you said you're going to start using it. I'm not sure.
I don't know if
there.
I said that, but
like
sure.
when someone gives you inside information, you're going to say thanks for the dope?
Yeah, thanks
like
for
the
the
straight
skinny.
dope?
Yeah, thanks for the straight dope.
He's going to start talking in like
when you finally
Raymond
partake,
Chandler.
when you finally, like we're in Albany, New York. No, we're gonna. Well, that's where Raymond Chandler was from. He wrote about Albany.
Oh, okay. That is a gritty town.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Billy Phelan's greatest game, Ironweed. It's all Albany, New York. Why'd you stop me? I made a comment. You made it. You made it like I was out of line.
No,
Raymond
I didn't
Chandler.
realize that.
All of his books take place in Albany, New York.
Okay.
Ironweed.
Right. Go ahead. I got
okay.
Ironweed.
You got it? You got it now? All right.
I got it.
All right. Okay. Oh, so Tom. So Tom, I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Harumph. You watch your ass.
You watch your ass. Was it James? Was it Lepetame? Okay. No, Tom. When you finally do partake, that's when you stand up. You could say, "Hey, thanks for the dope," and then walk out and just throw yourself down the garbage chute.
Because then I'll be done.
Yeah, because you'll be in your little candy land. You'll be in your head. You'll be like at Willy Wonka's house.
Mm-hmm. Chatting with the Oompa Loompas.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Well,
it's gonna be fun.
You have no choice at this point.
No.
We'll all meet in San Francisco. Partake, and then we'll take Tom out to the Tenderloin at midnight.
Oh my God! I don't know what they would do to Tom in the Tenderloin.
Oh, the tweakers.
Yeah, he's the tenderest loin in the entire place.
Yeah. Oh, he's a mark. Tom's a mark. Tom's a mark walking down that street.
Yeah, nobody will go for him because they'll just assume it's a trap.
Yeah.
You know, it's
like
like
an unmarked
if you
police
put
vehicle.
it's like if you put too good of a piece of giant lovely horse meat in there, and even Jaws knows don't go near that. No horse died near here.
Yeah. You get harpooned if you get too close to that. It's somebody.
Yeah, right.
Somebody hiding in the weeds.
Put 3 barrels in me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing though. I downed a Subway sandwich too fast.
Oh God, that's a terrible thing to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
Wow,
are
really?
you doing?
Well, it's terrible.
Did you
just to
do
eat
it like the guy in Coneheads, or the girl in Coneheads?
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Did you do the foot long or the 6-inch, Mike?
I did the foot long, but it was on the flatbread.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but Mike, come on, man.
I had a small
You're
little
trying
lunch
to get
that
into the
was
small pants.
Dan, it's a meal. I had nothing for lunch. I was running from work. I went to my therapy session, which is very important these days.
Sure.
And then I ran home. I grabbed a Subway on the way, and I ate it as I was walking up, as I was plugging in my computer. Now I feel vomitous.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah.
You have a 6-inch, and then you have a little bit of celery or something.
You call it a day. I know.
Yeah, just because you're starving doesn't mean you have to eat more than you would if you were not starving.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know this, Tom. It's delicious.
It is. I haven't had Subway in a long time, but I saw a commercial for Subway like a month ago or something. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks delicious.
But I'll tell you what,
Italian sub.
But you eat it that fast. You don't. I tasted none of it. I didn't taste anything. Yeah. I just threw it in my body and got ready for the podcast.
Yeah, you ever have that where you when you drive somewhere and you coming home and you're pulling into your driveway and you're like, I don't remember that drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember driving here.
Yeah.
I've done that where I've had a piece of cake. Someone would be at a party, and someone made a nice cake, like a real good cake, or bought one, and then they give me this thing, and then I turn around, I say something to somebody, and I look down, and it's gone.
And you ate it.
Gone.
Yeah.
And and then there's evidence that I ate it.
Yeah, you can taste it.
It's in my mouth still a little bit, and there's a little bit on the corner of my mouth, and
all
I don't
signs
remember
point to you eating it.
Thing. I hate that.
I do too. You've been robbed.
You do the salt and pepper on the sub in the little shakers.
Oh,
that's the key at Subway, is a little bit of the vinaigrette, but also have them do the shakers of salt and pepper.
You hit them together.
Back when we were talking about our barfing stories, I said that one of the times I barfed was like right after Jimmy John's, and I don't know that Jimmy John's made me sick and made me barf, but it was definitely part of what I barfed up. So I'm never gonna have Jimmy John's again.
Right.
And I think I'll be okay with that. Jimmy John's.
There's that association.
Yeah.
The worst thing is when those associations occur with people, and they occur with something really great, so it's cost them something great. Like, you got lucky. It's no big sacrifice to have to give up Jimmy John's for the rest of your life.
Right.
Well, I remember a friend of mine went out one time and had we went to a French restaurant, or was that you were there probably, Mike, right?
La Bouchon?
This asshole would never go get French food again. Not Mike, another guy.
Yeah.
Are you the one who got sick, Mike, at the French place for my birthday?
No.
We went to some bistro, and I like to have, fries and steak frites and all this other stuff. And French onion soup.
Mussels.
And my friend had that, and he got sick, and it's like you can't have any French food anymore, which you don't have it every night.
Well, you know what? Guess what? That's his fucking problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's his
let
problem.
Let him try to eat French food with no fucking teeth.
It would suck if it costs you something so elemental like.
Well, you know what that's like, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the Ludovico treatment.
Yeah,
it is.
Ludovico.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what? I used to do that to myself. I used to, and I still do to a degree. I was really obsessive. I would listen to. I would have songs that meant like summertime to me and like reminded me of cool stuff and fun times and everything and stuff. And I got to the point where like if a new song by somebody I like came out, I wouldn't listen to it until summer. Or I wouldn't listen to it until I was someplace cool because I'm like, I won't listen to it at work or something. I'm like, I don't want this song to remind me of work. Or I don't want this to remind me of winter. I only want things to remind me of cool, fun stuff.
I do exactly the same thing.
Do you really?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, we should do a podcast
There's many
together.
versions of it. You can also, if something happened bad to you at a time and it made you were very depressed or sad and you heard a song and it meant something, you gotta wait a long time before you engage in it again so you don't imprint that memory.
Yeah,
if you ever want to have that song back.
There's one girl I was deeply, deeply, painfully in love with in like my, I don't know, mid-teens or something.
The one girl.
What was her name,
The one
Tom?
girl. I'm not going to say her name because what if she's listening and didn't realize that she drove me to madness?
I was just saying it because I know I'd ask and you'd give us her whole name.
I think it'd be. I think it'd
And
be kind of cute if she found out.
No, I'm just saying because you
Tell
with
us.
you it's
That's why I don't want to say it. I'd say the entire thing. I couldn't just say like her first name.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she made me like we were friends, and so she made me all these tapes with like this kind of cool, at the time I was like, oh my gosh, she's from
You were
another
like
world,
Ducky.
all this eclectic cool stuff. Yeah, I was I was Ducky.
Yeah.
I have not seen that movie, by the way. But anyway, she and then like, I don't know, like a year ago, I was in my parents' basement, and I still have a bunch of junk down there. And I was like, oh, here's one of those tapes from what's her name. I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs and play this trip. why in God's name would I even think about putting this tape on? There's no way I would listen to this. It would do nothing but just like churn my guts into butter.
Niagara Falls.
Why would it bother you?
I just know because it just it would take me, since I hadn't listened to it in 20 or 30 years, it would take me directly back to that moment.
Yep.
And it would sound exactly like I was sitting.
Every Cannibal Corpse song on there reminded him of her.
Every Big Star, every I don't know, all this old like jazz stuff, and I don't know, it was all crazy. It was all good, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's from Venus, she's amazing, oh my God, and anyway.
Well, you've settled down now, haven't you?
I have.
You found a more
matured.
amenable situation that's a little less.
I just listen to Billy Joel now.
Oh, don't say that.
I just relax and listen to Billy Joel.
I bet you have tickets to go see him at Wrigley Field too, don't you?
I do not. What's Wrigley Field? Sorry. But yeah,
you're not listening to Billy Joel. That's a joke, right?
That is a joke.
Okay,
that is a joke. Although he came on the radio the other day, and I was like, no, what is the dividing line? There's some Billy Joel that I can handle in like a sort of like retro kind of whatever.
I'm sorry.
No,
like
through like 1980 or something.
Can't
you just sort of like go with that? Like,
No. He was one of the most annoying.
Moving Out, My Way, whatever that song's called.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not saying they're awesome, but like if it comes on the radio, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but
no, I can't. No,
it's not Tell Her About It or like Uptown Girl, for Christ's sake.
Terrible, that stuff.
There's a line. There's a spectrum.
Where was the line? Because that was in the 80s.
Alexa.
Oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Tom, if he's so good, how come he didn't die young?
You've got an excellent point.
Yeah, you see what he did there?
You've created a paradox.
Yeah.
I didn't create it. He created it.
He'd rather laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints.
Hoisted by his own petard.
Oh, my God.
Tom, you know what else I do for Christmas songs? I have like a bunch of Christmas songs I like to listen to.
Yeah.
Several albums and various songs I've collected over time that really remind me of, like, they make me think of Christmas. And I really, if they come on, they happen to like pop up on my phone. I still can't figure out how iTunes works. I can't figure it out. But
bizarre.
If it pops up on my phone, I'll freak out and I'll cover my ears because I need it to be confined to that part of the year. And then when I get, and the rule is December 1st. I can't listen to anything until December 1st is the rule.
Oh, okay.
And then it's like the Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York, and like all my favorite Christmas songs. And it's a way of keeping them where you're so excited to hear them.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There was an entire Cars album I couldn't listen to until like the following summer because I had such a good time listening to it one summer. I just couldn't listen to it until the next summer.
Yeah, you got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
We're
obsessive. How are we ever going to be satisfied and happy? Oh, you know what's really weird though? No, speaking of songs, there's I don't know if this has happened to anybody. We're just talking about this. Sometimes I will hear a new song that I've never heard before. And it's new. It's actually new. It's like from, it's contemporary.
Yeah, it's the definition of new.
It's the definition. It's not only new, it's contemporary.
It's new
and from right now. But it's it will sound to, it'll hit all the same synapses in my head so that it sounds like it's from, fall of 1987 or something. Like it has all the same connections that I would have had if I had heard it back then or something. It's strange.
Yeah, it's like there are some factors that are subconscious or else like culturally appropriate at that time, temporally, and they're locked in, and there's little nuances, and you don't know enough about music necessarily to be able to hit those, but it could be the amps, the production, and it suddenly just clicks.
All right, here's a Billy Joel thing.
Okay,
this is part of why I can't stand him. So
I brought it up.
So you got Piano Man, right?
I guess
one of my least favorite songs.
Least favorites, of course.
Yeah,
just pining away and wailing away. It says in there, one of the lyrics is, "It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday," and of course that's the best night for a crowd, correct?
But he says for a Saturday.
For a Saturday, it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. You're gonna have a good crowd on a Saturday.
Oh, that's true. You don't say that about that.
So what he's doing, he can't say.
You're a beautiful girl you're a lovely girl for a wonderful woman with a great body. It's like saying the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also but it's him saying, well, he's sitting there with his pen. Well, it makes sense to say it's a pretty good crowd for a Tuesday. but that
Right.
doesn't flow in his song.
Yeah.
And he already
Saturday,
said it's Saturday, didn't he?
right? And
I would have gone with Wednesday.
Right, it's a pretty good crowd for a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, but
Needed the extra syllable.
Crispin's Day.
right, so it's always St. Crispin's Day, the best day on the calendar. But anyways, so it's him saying, instead of he just threw it in there thinking we're all dopes and we're on dope,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. So nobody's going to
Thanks
catch
for
him.
the dope.
But every time
In Billy Joel's defense here, Mike, I was a dope. I had not thought of that until you mentioned it. And you
That's
made
true.
a really good point.
I can't let it go. Every time I hear that song, I go and I say
and
it
I'll
out
never
loud
be
in
able
the
to
car.
let it go for the rest of my life.
I'll say
and I
it's
hope I never hear
Saturday.
the song again.
Asshole! It's the best night for it's the easiest night.
Exactly.
It's like I'm in a band. You want to play on a
Yeah.
Saturday. You don't want to play on a Tuesday because it's got a built-in crowd.
As the piano man, you should know that.
Yeah.
People
Makes you
love
question
that
the whole
song.
thing.
Oh,
I don't
it's-
want to sound like I know that. I mean, at the risk of sounding like, no, I don't care. I don't care. But there's a great piano bar here that does it's just got a lot of character and it's really really great. It's in Oakland, and it's called why can't whatever the goddamn name is, but it doesn't matter. The guy that plays the piano there is a guy named Rod Dibble, not to be
Oh,
confused with
Rob.
Cincinnati Reds relief pitcher Rob Dibble.
I was about to say.
Rod Dibble plays, and he plays like 4 nights a week. And you can sit around the piano, and there's all these like grizzled regulars. There's people just like schlubby people. Some of them come in. They don't look like they're like having, they're just like by themselves, but they're great singers, and that's where they go. And the guy will play the songs, and he's got a songbook and everything, and you can sit there and like do jazz standards, and he'll just play underneath you as you sing it.
Yeah.
And it's the greatest. Like, you can make requests, you can do all this stuff, and then invariably they have all these great songs. It's like Fats Waller, and like all these great like T for Two and all this stuff, and people are really classy there. But like if you suck, they don't care either. So that's really fun. But invariably, there's some dope who wants to hear Piano Man every time.
Well, it's like
go.
it's like going to a blues bar in Chicago and screaming for Sweet Home Chicago.
Yeah,
It's like that's the one. When you hear that, it's like, okay, I got to get out of here now.
Yeah.
yeah. That's when the
And
lights
set
go
fire
on.
to the place
You
on your
just
way
go,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good grief.
But yeah,
good grief, indeed.
Yeah, there's some songs that make me think maybe I just don't like music. Like everyone's so happy listening to this song, but
Yeah.
oh my god, maybe I just hate music. I don't get it.
But there's ones. What are songs? What's the opposite, Tom? What are the ones that you like that it's a? I guess another word for this is a guilty pleasure. But what's
there are tons
the
of
worst
those.
song you like?
Well, no, Jody makes fun of me all the time because I meant to say my beautiful wife Jody Evenson makes fun of me all the time because I just sort of opened up like 10 years ago and said, you know what, from now on I'm going to be totally honest about songs that I like. There's going to be a lot of schmaltz, a lot of cheese, a lot of stupid pop stuff that if I like it, I'm just going to say I like it. I'll admit it. Life is short,
Tom makes
whatever.
he makes so many life-changing declarations about not smiling at people, and
And they all make a huge difference.
I'm going to
in my
do this from
experience.
now on.
yeah.
This is the
Fuck
new
you. I'm going
me.
to tell you the songs that I like.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
know
going
you
to couch
mean,
it in
though.
any grumpy, angry, hipper than
You're
thou.
not saying, but I'll tell you
attitude.
what though. You don't say that Eric Clapton song that Wonderful Tonight or something.
Oh,
You don't-
Jesus
you don't
Christ,
like
no,
that song,
no.
do you?
the worst.
No,
Yeah.
I hate
no.
Eric Clapton. He's
We've
terrible.
talked about U2 actually on here about how you just cannot get past what dickholes they are. Like even if they had a good song, it'd be hard for you to enjoy it. And what was I listening to? I don't goddamn know. It was one of those songs, one of those big ones with like Joshua Tree, some kind of. I'm like, all right, all things being equal, this is a good song. I can see how this is a good song, but I cannot like it. I can't like it.
It's a good album. Joshua Tree's a good album.
I guess
It's
so.
okay. It's as good as it gets with the U2 there.
That's what I mean, though. Yeah, or
Yeah,
War.
I don't know. Pretty good album for a U2 album.
I like New Year's Day. See, that's the safe thing to do. You go, it's old. It's before they got huge, so I can like
I went
that
on
one.
this huge 70s kick recently, and I'm still kind of on it, but I got really into a couple of Bread songs.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Also, what's that?
I said yeah.
I say, oh, sure.
Yeah, and I
We're agreeing with you.
also bought this album, Soldier of Fortune by Thin Lizzy. I
Oh yeah.
love it.
Oh, Thin Lizzy's
Oh.
awesome.
I mean, it's awesome. Okay, so we're behind that, but then I got really into this song, Year of the Cat by Al Stewart. I'll post it. But it's,
No, I'm laughing because it's a good song, but it's you sort of have to laugh at it because there's something very like
it's very cheesy.
It's that 70s. It's that
It's
very
very 70s,
strain of 70s.
Yeah, very
The year
cheesy.
of
And then
the cat.
I got into a couple of these songs, and my friend was like, I was like, check this out. Am I crazy? And he's like, no, you're not. This is great. And then I sent him one, and it went too far. It was a Jerry Rafferty song, and he goes, all right, now you're gone nuts a little bit.
You lost
But
me.
I got into Jerry Rafferty a little bit.
Baker
too.
Street.
Wow.
I do like Baker Street.
Oh, Baker Street.
No, the one I liked was Right Down the Line, and also there's one I'll have to post it.
No,
You
wait.
guys will like
Did you say Al Stewart? Is that the year of the cat?
That's Al Stewart, yeah.
Okay. Was he also Time Passages?
I don't know the rest of that album. I bought that. My
Okay.
friend of mine bought it as a gift, like the record, the piece of vinyl, and it's the rest of that record sucks, man.
See, that's the thing. I feel like there are these guys who like had like maybe 3, if they're lucky, big hits, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, the rest of that catalog cannot be good. Like even if I kind of guilty pleasure like this one, oh my god, can you imagine what the rest of the record?
The one
would be?
the one I like is Days Gone Down by Jerry Rafferty.
I don't know it, but I believe you.
Post it. I will.
I like Beyonce. There, I said it. There are a lot
I
of
do
Beyonce
too.
songs I like.
I do too.
All the Single Ladies. Are you kidding me? That song's kind of incredible.
Jesus Christ.
That song
if you
is
just-
amazing.
It's yeah. Like I mean, I got to hand it to her. She did something incredible.
And the production in the song is second to
Yeah.
none. The song moves you. It's so great.
There's a really good cover of it by this group Pamplemousse, where they it's like I think I don't know if they're married, but it's a man and a woman, and they kind of like the guy does the video of like anyway, it's on YouTube. You can find it. It's their cover of it, and when they get to the sort of what do you call that part of the? Is it the bridge where it's like not? It's like the C part.
Yeah.
It's like not
That's
the
your
chorus and
bridge.
not the verse.
Right, like bridge, yeah.
Okay, and they instead of saying the lyrics to that part, they're just saying, "Please don't make me sing this part of the song. The lyrics are so bad. I'll just go back to the Single Ladies part instead." Because that
that's
part
what
of the
they
song
say,
is really
okay.
horrible. It's like kind of undermines the entire message of the rest of the song. It's like, well, you're actually pretty awesome. You're like you're the king of the world or something, whatever. Like I shouldn't be this mean to you or something like that. But
Yeah, I know what you
other than
mean.
that
It's-
song's
it's kind of-
incredible.
there's like a sing-songy part in the middle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
kinda
I've never,
loses it.
I've never gotten to that part of the song.
That's a
Interesting. Mike, have we lost you?
I've never gotten to that part of the song. I've never watched one episode of Friends.
Does it kill you that we have to post a Beyonce video on the listeners' hall?
Do
now
whatever the
so
hell you
people,
want.
Can share.
Because I'll post my guilty pleasure then.
That's
Okay,
fine.
which
What's
is?
that?
Judas Priest heading out to the highway.
All right, do it.
I'll
Priest.
cleanse all that with some of that.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair enough.
With the
Single
hell-
Ladies' secret running song for me.
or that or Hellbent for Leather.
Oh, Hellbent for Leather's a good one. Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
I always hear Beavis singing it,
Yeah, me too. Oh my
He
god.
does just as good of a job. Oh my goodness. That's a great one.
Yeah,
Hey, should we
well,
talk about Caddyshack for a minute?
Yeah,
We don't really have to if we don't want to.
I have something to say.
Okay, say it.
The outfit that Spalding is wearing, I have to say, is quite cool. It's a little bit hipster, but it's more like a preppy layer hipster.
Weird.
And I have to say, he's dressed in something that if you went out in it right now, would look fantastic.
I'm looking. Yeah, you have to straighten up a little bit. He's a little slouchy and a little weird. and
Were you
he's-
getting him at the end?
He looks like he's taking a dump in his own pants right now.
The end and the
way I'm
back.
looking at it.
At the end, you see him. There's a shot from the back. He's got pants that I don't know what would retail for $250 now.
All right, that was-
Raw denim with some sweet details on the back. He's got the pants cuffed at the bottom, the large cuffs, some cool shoes, a tightly fitted and tucked in light blue polo, except for with long, thin sleeves.
Yeah.
Now here's the
a
question.
trademark hipster white belt and a cool jaunty hat with a handkerchief hanging out the back.
Here's the question then. Is this out of character for how he usually dresses then? Is it
I
distracting?
think it's just one of those things where the 80s, you'll get this in the 70s, maybe in 60s even, where like someone will accidentally look exactly right for current hipster.
Well, you could also make the case though that even if he's dressed well, he's not wearing it well. He still looks very slouchy and slovenly and
He's schlubby, like when you see, like the hipsters are wearing the tight clothes, except for that they can't quite pull that off in the,
yeah.
in the GQ way.
Right.
Right. He looks a
Yeah,
little
they should not
schlubby
attempt
still.
it.
And the
Yeah.
pants are a bit higher waisted than you'd get for the high waisted pants have caught on with
The women.
the women's pants these days.
Yeah.
But with the men's pants, you still will get the mom jeans effect. He's got a bit of that going on.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
check
So
out.
it's
We'll
not-
check out. If the weather's getting nice, so we'll check out Logan Square and see what the fashion is this season. With
Use
the
a man on the street interviews.
with the
You
hipsters.
could walk down Logan Square in this outfit, down Milwaukee Avenue in Logan Square with this outfit, and no one would bat an eye except for if it was
Right.
that flirty batting that women do
Yeah.
when they batting their eyes
Right.
at you.
Like
Oink,
Maggie.
oink, 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 oink.
The double wink.
Right.
We should
Or the
just
blink
we should
is
just
you.
walk around Logan Square and just stop people and say, "Did you, when you got up this morning, did you just get dressed just to anger me?"
Yeah.
Because it's working.
Yeah,
Fuck me. Fuck you.
yeah,
Yeah. Good look.
yeah.
I couldn't pull it off.
No.
Oh, and I should say, before we leave that scene forever, Dan, you've multiple times referenced to Briar and
fake
and knowing-
address.
Yeah, but I have a new appreciation for the way he says "to." When Ty said, Carl says, "Oh, were you over on Briar?" He's like, "Yeah, Briar, 2." It's like he's caught in the headlights, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Oh
he
my
doesn't
god,
really wanna tell
I'm about
him
to
his
say my
address."
address," and he just says 2.
I think
Yep.
it's a
That's
fake.
kind of incredible.
I think he gave him a fake address though.
I think so too.
I
Yeah.
never thought about it that way, but
I think all the streets
I-
on Briar must have like 5-digit
Yeah.
street addresses, and he just says 2.
well, let me tell you how I thought about it because I think of addresses like that as being associated with very high class neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
There's this big road that's kind of like a semi-private or private road. There's 4 Briar, 3. There's only 2
Oh,
houses
sure.
on this large acreage. I think of it that way, and that's how I always thought about
Oh,
it. But
okay.
you guys are making a good point here that I hadn't thought about. That it could just be he needs to think of a number, but he's not creative enough to come up with anything other than 2.
Yeah. So you could have said W or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I would
but,
like.
you know,
Yeah,
we
I would
could
like to
easily
think the
go
Ty was
back
quick
and
enough
check
to.
this. She pulls up to his house in the Mercedes, and there is, I believe, a mailbox there. It may
Oh my
be
God.
visible.
I have to go all the way
I have
back.
to go back to it.
What minute
'Cause
was
I'll
it
do
where she
it.
pulled up in the 1979 Mercedes?
How old were we back then? Do you even remember?
Oh.
I was actually 40.
Yeah.
I'm now 41.
Oh, geez. Really?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh, he's a
I'm
couple
not
years
telling.
younger. I keep forgetting that.
You know what? You know when it happened? It was the first line from that song. It's the first line from a famous song, and there's your
What?
trivia question.
Wait. What's the line? I missed what you said.
No, I'm telling
No,
you
no.
that my birthday is the first line from a song. You have
41?
to tell me what my birthday is.
Oh, the month and day, right?
Exactly.
Is that what? So September?
That's right.
Am I okay? September 10th,
No.
11th.
I don't want you to just start guessing dates.
Well,
What
I know
song is
want you
it's
to
right
know the
around
song.
there. I don't know the song.
I don't think he knows his birthday. I think he's just.
No,
messing with
it's
us.
either September 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th.
Oh, you were born in December 1963.
No, September.
Oh.
Late
I
December.
don't know.
It was
Back
like
in
December.
the
There's a
60s.
famous
birthday
song where the first line has my birthday in it. That's there it is.
my God.
Well, let's go. Come on, tell it so we can end this
No,
show.
it's trivia for the crowd for the
This is
for the
not that
Caddyshack Listeners
interesting.
Hole. Hey, I'll send you a postcard if you get that one right. And while we're at it, we might as well do trivia.
I'll send you a post. Oh, never mind. Okay.
What are you
He's-
doing
he's-
stepping on the trivia music, Tom?
I didn't know it was coming. You said it too
I'm
quickly.
sorry, I jumped the gun on it.
All
We can
right.
stop
No,
it.
it's fine.
Stop the music.
No, it's cool.
If you had something you wanted to say.
No, I didn't.
All right.
No, I'm good. It's time for trivia.
Did you lose the trivia questions?
No, I got them right here. They're in my lap. You can hear the box.
I do hear the box.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Sorry. Hey, this is the price of trivia. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Okay. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
There's a par 4, you guys.
Ooh.
I can barely read anymore. I got these new glasses. I can barely read.
With the bifocals?
Okay. Yeah. Or, progressives. Exactly.
Make
this
sure
is the
you
same
look
thing.
past the little line where at the bottom.
There's
underneath
no
the
line. There's no line, so I'm
No
just like
lines on
bobbing
it.
my head around until it comes into focus. It's
No
insane.
words on it. Just go
There's no
ahead.
words on. No, wait.
He's
Okay,
moving his
now
head
there's
around
words
trying
on
to
it.
read it. It looks like Reggie Jackson trying to catch the Queen of England's first pitch, in Naked Gun.
Okay, come on.
All right. Which Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. I read this card already.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Give me another half hour. Hang on.
Got to run a tight ship here.
Yeah, we do. Okay. All right. Here we go. True or false? The candy bar girl could not eat chocolate for years after Caddyshack. What the hell kind of question is that?
You got to talk to the actress.
This is a
Probably
making
said
of
something.
question
I
or
haven't
something
read a
behind the
lot of
scenes?
Anne Ryerson interviews, so I don't really know.
But that's like minutia, and then she's gonna say
That's a weird question to be false.
I'm gonna say yes
isn't it?
because she probably said it to be funny in an interview.
Yeah, the question would not exist if the answer
Yeah.
was
I'll
false.
just for a
Yes,
stab.
true.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll just for a stab say false.
Okay.
She loves
Mike, do you
chocolate.
say true just for
Yes,
fun?
it's true.
Okay, it is true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan, I'm
you
so
don't
sorry.
say.
You failed miserably at that question. I'm so sorry. All right, who offers Danny the choice between goodness and badness? I'm not even going to read the
Smails.
multiple choice options.
Smails.
Judge Elihu Smails.
That is
Esquire.
correct. What type of camera and lenses did the Caddyshack crew use?
Oh my
I thought
God.
it was gonna say what kind of camera and lens did Wang have?
Wait,
Yeah, really.
you're talking about
Let's just
the
ask that
crew that
instead.
shot the movie?
Yes.
I guess Panasonic,
Apparently.
maybe Aeroflex.
Okay, you said 1.5.
I'll
Okay,
go with
VistaVision,
Panasonic.
Zeiss, Aeroflex, or Panavision?
Panavision.
Panavision.
The answer is Panavision.
Nice. Top of the
In
line.
Carl's Golf Fantasy, which of the following clubs is not used? That's a good question. I have no idea what the answer is, but that's a good question.
I think I got it. Because remember, I did all the math.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to give a multiple choice, right?
If you want me to, I have
no,
the options here.
I can tell you plenty that they didn't use. I'm just saying you got to give the multiple.
Oh, okay,
choice.
all right, okay. 2 iron, 5 iron, 8 iron, putter.
Putter. That's too easy though. They made
That's
it
putter,
too
yeah.
easy with the putter.
Yeah, it is putter. The answer on the card is
350
putter.
yards. I think it's going to use about 5
It changed the putter.
And that was trivia. Change the
Oh.
putter.
They changed the putter.
What the fuck they give him a new? What if Maggie had been played by James Doohan, who played Scotty? That'd be pretty sweet.
All right, Tom. You know what? That's
Tom.
it. That's it. Let's just
was
end
having
it.
fun.
When we start getting
let's end it.
into Tom's sexual fantasies is when I want to start calling the show off.
Right under the table.
What are you talking about?
right.
It's just
I'm talking about Star Trek. What are you talking about?
everything's got
Damn
to
it,
go
Tom!
back to.
It's not a Star Wars show. Star
You
Trek.
wish.
Fuck. Stepped on the joke.
See, that's funny. Like you,
Hey, listen.
it's all the same to you.
Hey, listen.
Well, it's all nerdlinger stuff, I have to say.
Hey, listen.
All right. Well, if I've ruined it, we can just stop it and then come back next time and do more Caddyshack.
Hey, listen,
Hey, listen.
Mike.
Hey,
What were you
listen.
saying? Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey,
Hey,
listen.
listen.
Hey,
I love
listen.
you guys.
I love you, but hey, Mike, do you want to end the show? Do you want to wrap it up? Do you want
us
to
out?
play us out?
Hey, listen. I just been saying, hey, listen, over and over again.
Yeah, but do the ending, Mike.
No,
Do
I
the
don't want to
the
do
ending.
the ending. I don't want to do it. Just do it.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
All right. Listen.
Hey, listen.
What Mike wants you to know is that this is the end of minute 80 of Caddyshack Minute.
Join us next time for minute 81 of the Caddyshack Minute, where we'll analyze.
Yeah,
1 minute at a
Czervik
time.
guys and yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the song that horn plays. I want to get that horn on my car.
Yeah,
You imagine that coming out of a gray 2001 Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
that'd be great. Would that work in an emergency? Like if you actually had to use your horn for like an emergency, would that like
That is
serve
the
the
horn.
purpose well?
You have no choice.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll discuss this and other life and death situations next time. Mostly death on the Caddyshack Minute.
Hey, you scratched my ankle.